Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am the Gameblot. This is modded Factorio. We have a slight problem. We've run completely out of power, as you can see. So for, I guess, the foreseeable future of this series, we'll be focusing on our power concerns, I guess you might. Yeah, we're in a little bit of trouble here. Turns out what we were using to run a majority of our power was a coal patch down south. We're getting it shipped in by train. I've moved all of the miners around, and there is coal coming through at some point. There is a train somewhere on its way. But for now, there is no power or anything, which means that it's all come to a halt. We completely cleaned our bus of iron as well, so we can make some belts. We can actually start belting this large coal patch down, but we'll be starting to actually, instead of working on blue science, we're going to start working on getting some solar panels created. So we have some form of backup power. And that is an important thing to have. The other thing that needs to happen, I think, is that we actually need to connect the coal up. So we're going to spend most of this episode walking down there, which is a little irritating because I had hoped to get started on maybe doing some slag processing. We have actually started to get that set up. Unfortunately, because of the resulting lack of power, we could also smelt coal. I mean, the wood, sorry, that we have gathered. But I would like to keep that just separate now. Looking for a piece of paper to write on. Found a piece of cardboard, it'll do. So we're gonna make a checklist basically for the things that we'd like to get done. Number one, obviously, is addressing our power concerns. This will be done with immense amounts of solar, because we cannot continue to rely on something that is frequently going to run out. Turns out the power is not actually making its way down here either, which is problematic. So we'll sit here and mine it. Number two, obviously, will be our blue science. And the third item on our list is actually to get our resources being processed. Extra processing, we'll call it. And finally, faster robots, obviously, is always a good thing to have. But that is basically going to be the last thing on our list of things that we need to get done. How much coal do we have? A little bit. Not enough, as it turns out. Getting ever closer to the 278. Just make 1,000 of those. Yellow belt is better than nothing. This is mildly embarrassing. I'm not too concerned about the oil, because we have a lot of oil stored away. In fact, have the coal. As soon as we get these belts made, basically, I think we should have enough to get things sorted. Let's take a quick look at what we need to get done for solar panels, actually. Start for that. Eventually, we will create a balanced version for this. Alright, so it turns out that all of them require some form of copper, steel, and basic electronic boards. Copper, we have a plentiful supply of. Steel, most of the steel from our bus is actually in our inventory, so we might actually end up pocket crafting these. And batteries, we have a fair amount of. I wonder. I know that nothing is getting researched because we have non-power. But, let's see. I think we want the high capacity accumulators. We get this started research. Yes. Definitely very much of a massive problem. Alright. And here come our belts. Lovely. Wonder if we could actually jump start this. Belt production up there. Okay, so it did actually manage to make a fair amount. That's good to see. We will stick, obviously, with our 60. Well, apparently none right now. Steam engines. But getting some form of power up in time is just a little bit more important than getting any form of processing raw materials squared away. Just a touch, just a tad. Because without power, we really can't do anything. Unfortunately, we are so heavily reliant upon coal. The minute it goes down, it brings a crashing halt to everything. All our hopes and dreams. Right. Now, we do have a fair amount of coal stored, basically, on belts at this point in time, which is not overly concerning. Most of that will actually get burnt through. See if we can save some belts here and there. Always good. And we've just become an item bomb. Alright, I need a chest of some description. You will do. Alright, well, we won't need belts for the foreseeable future. And in fact... Can you? Right, there we go. A little bit of iron left. Right. And that backlog of coal is gone. Here it comes, sort of. Alright, back to solar panels. And the accumulators as well would be a good have. Alright, let's go get some copper plate. Fortunately, we did make a mistake of splitting some of that off to come back around through our smelting area. Huh. Turns out we hadn't updated all of our smelting as we had. There we go. All moving super slowly. guess we go with the large ones. Pocket crafting, not the greatest thing in the world. Right, we've got all this copper. Solar panel went missing. Lovely. Electronic boards. A little unfortunate. This is what this episode has become. A walk and talk and basically panic and run around trying to get everything done episode. I'll set up some solar. Hopefully get the rest of we'll get this research squared away and we can actually start doing something else. Like getting the slurry done and maybe getting some more resources on the belts. The next one.